The deserts and mountains of North Africa are silent witnesses to an ancient mystery, the story of a people who weathered the storms of history only to emerge transformed. Who were the Berbers, and how did they become Arabs? This is not merely a tale of conquest, it is a saga of survival, resistance, and the unrelenting march of change that reshaped identities and civilizations alike. For thousands of years, the Amazigh, or free people, roamed the vast expanses of North Africa. These resilient communities thrived as traders, warriors, and storytellers, their presence predating recorded history. Their traditions, passed down through song and verse, were etched into the rocks in the ancient Tifinagh script. The Amazigh were architects of their own destiny, masters of trade routes that crisscrossed the Sahara, connecting the Mediterranean to sub-Saharan Africa. Yet, their journey was far from static. The Amazigh were destined to encounter forces far greater than themselves. When the Roman Empire extended its reach into North Africa, the Berbers faced a choice: to adapt or resist. Some, like the legendary King Massinissa, forged alliances with Rome, integrating their kingdoms into its sprawling empire. Roman cities like Carthage and Leptis Magna flourished, and many Berbers adopted Latin and Christianity, blending Roman ways with their own traditions. Yet, resistance simmered in the mountains, where tribes clung to their independence and refused to bow to foreign rule. The stage was set for an even greater upheaval. The Byzantines inherited Rome's mantle, bringing their version of Christianity into the region. While some Berbers embraced this new wave of influence, others resisted fiercely. This division among the Berbers reflected a broader struggle to retain their cultural essence against foreign domination. But the arrival of Islam in the 7th century was a paradigm shift, unlike anything they had experienced before. Arab armies, spurred by faith and ambition, swept across North Africa with an unstoppable momentum. Their mission was not just one of conquest, but of spreading a revolutionary religion that promised unity, equality, and purpose. Resistance was fierce, and few figures embody this defiance better than Queen Kahina, a legendary Berber leader. She led her people in a valiant struggle against the Arab forces, her name becoming synonymous with Berber resilience. Even in defeat, Kahina's story endured, a testament to the unyielding spirit of her people. However, the Arabs brought more than military might. They brought Islam. Its spiritual message resonated deeply with many Berbers. Unlike the distant gods of previous empires, Islam's monotheistic creed and emphasis on social justice struck a chord. Conversion was not immediate. It spread gradually through trade, intermarriage, and the establishment of Islamic institutions. Arabic, the language of the Quran, became central to this transformation, intertwining religion and culture in a way that would reshape North Africa. The Berbers' embrace of Islam did not mean the loss of their identity. Instead, they adapted and influenced the new culture that was taking root. Berber dynasties such as the Almoravids and Almohads rose to power, extending their influence across North Africa and into the Iberian Peninsula. These empires were uniquely Berber, blending Islamic principles with their own traditions. The architectural marvels of Marrakech, the intellectual hubs of Andalusia, and the trade networks stretching across the Sahara all bore the hallmarks of this fusion. The story of Arabization was far from uniform. While urban centers became vibrant hubs of Arab Islamic culture, rural and mountainous areas remained bastions of Berber identity. The Tamazight language persisted, spoken in homes and sung in oral traditions that defied time. The Berbers were never passive participants in their history. They were active agents, shaping and reshaping their identity to fit the changing world around them. Centuries later, the arrival of European colonial powers introduced new complexities. The French, in particular, sought to exploit ethnic divisions to solidify their control. In Algeria, the colonial administration promoted the Berber policy, emphasizing Berber culture and language to counter Arab nationalism. This strategy sowed seeds of division that would linger long after independence. Post-independence governments in North Africa often leaned heavily into Arab nationalism, sidelining Berber identity in the name of unity. In Morocco and Algeria, Tamazight was suppressed in schools and public life, relegated to a symbol of the past. Yet, the Amazigh spirit endured, quietly but resolutely. In recent decades, a remarkable revival has taken place. Across North Africa, Berber movements have demanded recognition of their heritage. Tamazight has been declared an official language in Morocco and Algeria, a landmark victory for the Amazigh people. Festivals celebrating Berber culture, music, and traditions have gained prominence, rekindling a sense of pride in their roots. Today, the identity of North Africa is a mosaic, where Arab and Berber influences coexist, sometimes uneasily, but always inseparably. Most North Africans identify as Arabs, a testament to the centuries of cultural fusion that began with the arrival of Islam. Yet the Berber roots of the region remain unmistakable, visible in the rhythms of traditional music, the flavors of cuisine, and the intricate patterns of Amazigh art. The story of how the Berbers became Arabs is not one of erasure, but of transformation. It is the tale tale of a people who navigated the waves of history with resilience and adaptability. From the bustling souks of Marrakech to the remote dunes of the Sahara, the legacy of the Berbers endures, woven into the fabric of North African identity. And as the region looks to the future, the echoes of its Amazigh past continue to resonate, reminding us that history is not just about what changes, but also about what endures.